Hello, I am Endlessness and welcome back to Final Fantasy VII Ever Crisis, and in this video I like to give you a guide for the Trial of Titan EX1 battle. Titan is weak to wind and specifically magic wind. He also has a long list of immunities and the only thing you can debuff is magic defense. And Titan deals only physical attacks, and that means you need high physical defense and physical defense buffs to survive him. And Titan will also buff his physical attack mid-battle, and then every attack he does will reduce that buff. However, if you have Nanaki or Matt in your team, you could just use their limit break to remove it instantly. But Titan will also have a sigil phase with circle sigil and diamond, and occasionally Titan will also inflict fatigue status, so you might want to bring Asuna fatigue if you use any physical abilities. And lastly, very important, halfway through the battle, after Titan does a series of attacks, he will incapacitate a character and target them, and he targets a character with the highest magic attack, which would be your DPS, which is very inconvenient, so you can manipulate the stats if you use a magic attack buffing weapon. Since it's magic wind, we don't really have many options because we only have Aerith and Nanaki we got over a year ago, and now the newest Yuffie and Cloud. And Yuffie condenses what Nanaki does with both his colors, while Cloud is now the hardest hitting DPS with magic wind. But I think Aerith and Nanaki are still very much viable, and also because of Diamond Sigil I think Nanaki is still a very good option. And as for support, I personally find Barret great, or even maybe the best option, because he can buff physical defense, which is crucial, heal, and most importantly buff magic attack, which will give you a very nice DPS boost, especially during those wind gauges that you really need to deplete. And Aerith could work too with her Baharods, but her options to buff magic attack are limited. She either has her FF9 staff, which is a limited weapon, or Citric Wand, but it only does mid buff per cast. But I'm using Cloud, Nanaki and Barret, and I have many equipment slots empty, and I only have the required equipment to make the guide more accessible, and Cloud's Wind Sword is only OB2, but of course you should equip all your best weapons and materia to boost your stats the most. And also, I have enough DPS to break those wind gauges, and Nanaki has a little bit higher magic attack in my team, but if your DPS has highest magic attack stat, refrain from buffing them before the Titan traps a character, and buff only Nanaki, so when the Titan seeks that one target, Nanaki has highest magic attack and gets targeted and trapped. Barret has Gale Voucher outfit with Mind Blow, but you could use Satellite Beam to cancel Titan's animations very often, Micro Laser to buff magic attack and for this OQ materia slot, Assault Cannon to buff physical defense, Circle Sigil, Asuna Fatigue and Cura in OQ materia slot, and then in sub-equipment slots, Barret has Baharod for heal and magic attack for allies, Shark Slayer for HP and buff debuff extension for his buffs to last longer, and Crystal Sword for some earth resistance, so Barret has 13.2 HP, 3.5 heal and just under 200 physical defense. And also, if you're struggling with Barret's stats, I highly recommend getting Barret's ultimate weapon because it boosts HP and physical defense, and it also offers a free physical defense buff. Nanaki has Canyon outfit with Stardust Ray, Canyon Collar for DPS and debuffs, Silver Collar to debuff wind resistance and for Diamond Sigil, Ultimate Collar, and it's not needed but it can help because it offers a free regen once in a battle. Then Gale Weapon with Earth Resistance and Physical Defense for allies, 4-point Shuriken for HP and buff debuff extension, so Nanaki has 13.8 HP, 5.1 magic attack and 187 physical defense. Cloud has Wind Arcanum outfit with Climb Hazard, Holiday Blade for DPS, Ultimate Buster and Circle Sigil in boost slot, and in sub-equipment slots Cloud has Christmas Event Weapon with HP and Wind Potency and Crystal Cross to max out his magic attack, So Cloud has 12.5 HP, 4.3 magic attack and 181 physical defense. As soon as the battle begins, wait for 4AB and do one attack with Naki and Cloud. Naki first because he debuffs magic defense, and with Fire just buff physical defense. And of course switch to defense mode on that, and after this attack I am not going to heal. Instead I am going to start buffing Cloud and Naki's magic attack, because I will need to maximize my DPS. But here, debuff wind resistance, and as soon as your command gauge maxes out, do one more Canyon Gale for that high points magic defense debuff. And wait, because now with this animation, Titan has no veil that we have to deplete, and after this we still have to deplete the wind gauge. So this is kind of like a DPS check, because you need to deplete both. But also in the meantime make sure that everyone has enough either full HP or close to it, but also buff your physical defense here, and one more Cloud attack and we'll be fine. Titan is just an ugly monkey. But here, Cure and do one attack with Naki and Cloud, and immediately switch to defense, because now the Titan does his stomps and you can Cure. But here, as soon as your wind resistance debuff expires, immediately reapply it. So pay attention to your buffs and debuffs, so they are always active, but now the Titan will buff his physical attack, which is not dangerous for us because Naki can instantly debuff it, but it's a long animation, so you have quite a lot of time before you have to hit it. It just summons a big stone that he wants to crush you with, but just cancel his animation, so you have to redo it again. And since it takes a long time, we can do another attack in the meantime. And I am going to cancel it with Climb Hazard now. You'll get hit anyway, but you can just stall him just to be a menace. And also I'm going to buff Naki first. You could buff Cloud, it just depends on your build. And Cloud now. Also because Titan's attack is debuffed, so he doesn't have that buff active. His attacks don't really hurt too much, so you don't really have to switch to defense if you don't want to. Just one more, because now the Titan will trap Naki because he has the highest magic attack, and now I know that Cloud has to deplete that wind gauge, which already is depleted, because it's a little bit easier than the first one with when the Titan targets AoE, because now it's just Naki that is trapped in that stone. But here, because Naki's magic defense debuff expired, I'm just going to use Mind Blow to give Cloud a little bit more DPS. Because honestly, Titan is not an easy boss. And just make sure that you have physical defense on this, because now he will get hit. He has earth resistance and high physical defense, but still it will hurt a little bit. But also with this attack, the Titan also debuffs magic attack a little bit, so with micro laser you can apply regen and increase magic attack at the same time. But here we apply wind resistance debuff, of course, and don't use all your AoE because we'll have a sigil phase very soon. So buff physical defense, because the Titan will keep hurting you during that sigil phase, so you don't want to die. So I'm also going to use Nanki's collar, just in case, so I don't accidentally die. But here, yes, Nanki has to do the sigil, the diamond sigil, but it's a physical attack and he has the fatigue status. It's not important, just use it twice, it doesn't really cost too much, but it's not worth to use fatigue on that, because every attack the Titan does, it reapplies fatigue, so it's not worth it. You'd be just wasting AoE. But here the Titan will do his veil again, so make sure that both your DPS are buffed. And same thing as the beginning of the battle, just the phases they repeat. Cloud buffed. I also have to make sure that everyone has enough HP to survive this incoming attack. Barret. And one more attack from Cloud. And we should be good. So heal here, and the Titan will buff his physical attack very soon. Titan, do something. Yeah, here comes the earthen boost, so physical attack. And here you don't have the time to do it like on the first one, because here he starts immediately stomping, so you have to hit that Nanki's limit break immediately when you see it, because those stomps, they hurt quite a lot. But yeah, that's the whole battle. If you need a little bit more time, then the Titan will do the same attack as he did before after buffing his attack, physical attack. So he will trap one character and then he will target them, so the phases, they will just repeat themselves. But yeah, that would be the whole battle. Titan is quite tough, but yeah. Oh, by the way, we got a new Highwind collection, so don't forget to check it, because you can get a really nice boost for magic attack, physical attack and HP, and it will increase your stats by a lot. But yeah, I hope you found my guide helpful. Thank you very much for watching, and I hope to see you next one.